You know, my family do makeup. I do think they need to make up, but I don't think this country is a safe place for Meghan or Harry. I think the racism that Meghan receives is despicable, and I think Harry's quite right to keep his family and his children safe from the despicable hate.
Claudia, what do you think? Should they come back? Because we lost. Obviously, Andrew doesn't do any engagements.
Yeah.
Who else has we've lost? Well, Kate has been quieter for obviously she's been unwell. Obviously
the Queen and
Charles
Philip
as well
was a big loss.
Yes, yes, and then so the thought is we really need them to get their shoulders to the wheel.
I think the future of the royal family depends on
Thanks, David. Thank you, Carolyn Cornwall. Hi.
Hi.
What do you think? Should they come back?
Yes, I do.
Go on, to carry the load.
Pardon?
To carry the load.
I don't know what you mean by that.
What I mean is to do some of the royal duties that aren't being done by the many people we listed earlier.
Yes. If he could, yes. I don't expect that he will do, but the thing is, if we can forgive Harry, why can't we forgive Charles?
Well,
Harry has done more work than William ever, and it's just the press who hasn't reported.
Claudia, quickly, can you reply to this?
No, it's rubbish, Beth. Sorry, I don't buy it.
William's lazy.
Hang on, Irina, hang on.
William's not lazy. It's absolutely. He works so hard. He was, he's there taking over a role which he didn't choose. Harry has the choice to be as involved or not in the royal family. William has to take on. He's now in training to take over from Charles when Charles passes away. Harry had the most amazing, perfect role of being the spare that he can then,
Hi there. I hope you're doing great on this beautiful Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, a warm welcome to Meghan and Harry Tales, hosted by yours truly, Adrian. Now, grab your favourite drink because today we're diving into something truly interesting, something that's finally dawning on the UK media and a growing number of Brits. The royal family made a huge mistake losing Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. And now the regret is starting to show. It seems to me like it's finally beginning to sink in for the UK media, and even some members of the British public, what they really lost when Harry and Meghan stepped away from the royal fold. They're starting to regret letting these two go. Why? Well, it turns out the royals they're left with, Charles, Camilla, William and Kate, are quite frankly uninspiring to many. Lazy, boring, out of touch. And the public doesn't want royals who simply coast by. They want royals they can talk about, be inspired by and feel connected to. But let's be honest, that's just not happening with the current lineup. Take a look at the recent Jeremy Vine segment. It's honestly quite telling. A surprising number of callers and commentators are expressing their support for Prince Harry. You can hear it in their voices. They miss him. They can see the difference now. The vibrancy, the work ethic, the charisma it left with Harry and Meghan. Jeremy Vine posed a very deliberate question. Would you welcome Harry and Meghan back? Now he wouldn't even be asking that if the tide hadn't turned. It's clear they want them back, not just as relatives, but because the monarchy is struggling without them. One voice in particular, Narinda, stood out. She said the family should reconcile, but Harry and Meghan should not come back. And you know what? I couldn't agree more. Reconciliation is fine. Closure is important. But going back? Never. Not after what was done to them. Let's not forget numerous court cases and media reports have confirmed that some of the cruelest tabloid stories about Harry came from within the royal family itself. This isn't speculation anymore, it's documented. Why should they return to a family and an institution that consistently undermined them? Even if there is any reconciliation now, let's be honest, it's all about King Charles's PR. He wants the glow of the Sussexes without ever apologising for dimming their light in the first place. If Harry gets anything out of it, hopefully it's increased security for his family. That's what truly matters now. Narinda also made a strong point. Britain is not a safe place for Meghan. The racism she's faced has been vile. And let's not act like it's in the past. It continues openly and viciously. Harry did the right thing, keeping his family, Meghan, Archie and Lilibet, out of that toxic environment. And despite Narinda's clarity on this issue, Jeremy Vine just kept circling back to the idea that they need Harry and Meghan. that the royal family is struggling. He even went as far as to suggest they need their shoulders on the wheel. Excuse me, now they want help? After everything? Let's take a moment to remember. Jeremy Vine's own show gave a platform to the likes of Claudia, the infamous woman in red, who said truly damaging things about the Sussexes long before they left. This platform helped create the hostility that pushed them away. And now Jeremy wants to rewrite the narrative? Caller Carol echoed this desperation, saying she too wants Harry and Meghan back. Jeremy even asked if they could carry the workload. Why? Because the current royals just aren't doing enough. The implication here is loud and clear. William and Kate can't carry the crown alone. But wasn't this exactly what they wanted? William and Kate, we were told, were the fresh, modern face of the monarchy. They allegedly pushed out Harry and Meghan so they could shine. And now they can't even keep up with the minimal workload they have. Let's be real, their work consists of a few handshakes, some photo ops, and the occasional ribbon cutting. It's hardly a 9-to-5 grind, and yet they're overwhelmed, lazy, disconnected. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan are thriving, building foundations, launching successful brands, doing real advocacy work. I genuinely hope the Sussexes are enjoying a peaceful moment, maybe sipping their rosé in Montecito, while watching this absurd display unfold from afar. Because it is absurd. The UK media went from vilifying them to begging for their return in the blink of an eye. And honestly, the work they're asking Harry and Meghan to return for, it's not real work, it's scapegoating, it's public distraction. They want Harry and Meghan to do the heavy lifting while William and Kate take the credit. Because let's be honest, William has a history of riding on Harry's success. Look at the Invictus Games. William tried to piggyback on that legacy but failed, and now they want to repeat the cycle. Beth from London called into the show and made a brilliant point. Harry has done more meaningful work than William ever has, and she's right. It's undeniable. Harry's impact is global. His projects have heart, reach and substance. William, well, there's a lot of talk but very little follow-through. And then there's Claudia again, trying to defend William and Kate. She called Beth's comment BS, but couldn't come up with a coherent counterpoint. She stumbled, stuttered, and fell flat. Because the truth is hard to deny. William is lazy, and defending him is becoming increasingly difficult even for his most loyal supporters. You see it more every day. People are finally realizing that William's favourite pastimes aren't royal duties. They're leaking stories, going on vacation and attending football matches. Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry are winning humanitarian awards, building businesses, and raising 2 lovely children out of the spotlight. And when someone like Jeremy Vine looks across the Atlantic, it must sting to realise that the people they drove away are the very people who could have saved the monarchy's reputation. But it's too late now. That bridge is not only burned, it's ash in the wind. Let's also not forget Jeremy once admitted that Harry and Meghan have star power, the kind of star power William and Kate lack. And that's what this is really about. They miss that energy, they miss that relevance. But the Sussexes aren't going to let themselves be used again. They've built a life that finally honours their values. California agreed with them. It embraced them. And now they're thriving in ways the royal family never allowed. So let the so-called leftover royals cry all they want. Harry and Meghan aren't coming back. They don't need to. So there you have it, my friends. Let me know what you think about this desperate 180 from the UK media. Are they truly regretful? Or is this just another PR stunt to lure the Sussexes back into the fold? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from all of you. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Until next time, this has been Meghan and Harry Tales, hosted by Adrian. Stay kind, stay curious, and remember, truth always shines through. Bye for now.